Good evening. You join me back on the Ginwall, but it's with a difference tonight. The tide's a bit bigger, it's a bit later, and I'm in a different spot. First off, I want revenge from that blank here the other day. And there's something a little bit different again. We've got Tommy there, and down there, I don't know what you can see because it is dark. There's Hooker and a few other lads, and we're having a little mini match. Hooker just put it on his Facebook or something earlier, so anybody want to come? Tenner a man, biggest fish wins, winner gets the pot. Any fish counts. Nothing serious. As Hooker's just walked up there and said, 2 rods each, fish however you want, do whatever you want, biggest fish wins. Can't be no fairer than that. So I'm back here, hoping that I can get something to happen, because I've had a few blanks in a row and I don't want another blank in a row. I don't want another one in a row. So I better get my tenner out in a minute and get ready to have a go. And I reckon, well, if it's fishing slow here, so literally any fish could win it, but a doggy would almost certainly win it in my eyes. There's not much going to come out longer than a doggy, is there? That's only my opinion. I don't know the mark. There has been stories in the tackle shop earlier and people I've spoke to. There's been a few rays coming out. Not many, but there has been a few rays showing up. But like I say, I don't know the mark, so I'm just going off what I hear people say in the tackle shop, which is not a bad place to start, is it? It's got to get down to about -2, but luckily the car is there. If I had to burn 20 quid's worth of petrol to keep warm tonight and sit in there, I will. Match starts at 8, high tide is at 11, so it finishes at 11. And I'll keep you informed as and how it goes. But yeah, I think there's going to be about 60, 70 quid in the pot. Which wouldn't be bad for a doggy, would it? It wouldn't be bad at all. Right then, I'll let you know when I'm set up and what's going on. Oh yeah, I have been to Blackpool angling. Got some mackerel, some squid and some live worms. Can you see them? Nice worms them. Obviously the worm baits are to try and pick anything up to get a fish. The mackerel and squid are for wraps for the rays and dogfish, which is going to be down on the deck. Yeah, so when I'm baited up and when I'm ready to cast in, I'll bring you back and we'll see what's happening. Right then, it's time to get the rods in. I've heard there's some rays about. I'm in a bit of a tangle here, and that's the right rod. It's got a worm at the top, and on the bottom, a nice big piece of mackerel case as a ray. The left one is a 1 up, 1 down with 2 nice juicy bits of blow lug on. So get them in now, see if we can get something to happen. So then, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, and anything in between, the rods are in. Just been told a ray came out last night, only a small one, about 3 or 4 pound, but it would be very welcome if I could get my mittens on that. There's not much water there at the moment. It's looking alright. Well, there's a channel at the beginning. If you'd have watched the other video, you'd have seen it on a little bit. If you'd have watched the video previous to this, you'd see what I mean. But I'm sort of up the channel a bit more. So if you cast too far, you're going to be on the sand bank bed. But if you only give it a gentle lob in fisherman's terms, you're actually in the channel. So I'm going to start in the channel because there's not much water there now. But once there's probably 3 or 4 foot, 5 foot of water over the sandbar, I'm going to be putting it on the sandbar then. But there's no point putting it on the sandbar now because the sandbar's probably got about 6 inch of water on it. But the channel I'm fishing in is probably about 4 foot. Yeah, I'd like to get a ray. I was told the ray come out yesterday on a yellowtail worm. That's what they've been catching them on here, apparently. As it stands, no fish yet. I think there's 7 of us here, so there's 70 quid in the pot. And there's about 2.5 hours of fishing from now. The biggest fish wins it. It could be a whiting that wins it. It could be a little rockling or anything that wins it. You don't know. But you just can't say, can you? Nobody knows. But anyway, I'll bring you back if and when something happens. It's quite a big tide as well, so it's going to have more depth on it in a couple hours, which is good. Well, I'll just see how it goes. If nobody's getting bites, then I'm not doing anything wrong, am I? If other people start getting bites and fish are coming out and I'm not getting any, then obviously I need to make some changes. But as it stands, there's been no bites, no nothing. There's 7 of us here, 2 rods each, that's 14 rods so far. Unless everybody's keeping quiet, there hasn't been any bites. You just never know, dear. Anything could happen. Right, see you in a bit. Right, guys, there's been a fish. It's only the happy hooker. He's had a little rockling, what they call slugs up here. Only 18 centimetres too, but there's about 1 hour and 50 minutes left now. It's 9:10, the compen's at 11. And so far, his little slug, which is that big, could be winning him. 70 quid. So I don't know whether to change what I'm doing and go little on one hook and try and get one of them, but I don't know. I've got to hold out, so I'm surely somebody's going to catch a doggy or a bigger whiting or something. Don't know what to do. That's the thing, when somebody catches, if you know the area, then you think, oh, a 19 centimetre one of them could win. Makes your fish different. Makes your fish really, really different. I was just saying to Tommy, who's fishing, I'm one from the end, Tommy's down there. I was saying, if we get anything, we're not going to say nothing till the end. We're going to keep it absolutely silent. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm just putting longer traces on for the raise, to get a bigger kick away from the lead. And now I'm thinking of putting little hooks on. So basically I'm in a mess and I don't know what I'm doing. I'll start panicking at 10 o'clock, that's what I'll do. It's 9 now. I think I've got something happening on the right rod. A couple of little rattles. I'm going to keep quiet though, because I don't want nobody knowing if I get one. Yeah, it's a bite on the right rod. Only a little finicky bite, but there was definitely a bite on the right rod. It's got a big piece of mackerel on the bottom, and then it's got a bit of yellowtail up in the water on a small rock. There's a definite clear bite. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? And the time's about 9 now. It's been 10 minutes since you last seen me. I was literally just going to do the change on the rods, and I've just had that little bite, so that indicates to me that there's a bit of bait left on there. I'll give them another 5 minutes and I'll do a bait change, and we'll see what's going on. There was a definite bite, and I think Tommy's also had a bite, because I've just seen him run up to his rod, hold it and feel for something, but then he put it back down. So don't it make it a bit more interesting when there's 70 quid on the line? It definitely makes me fish harder and try more. So I'm normally just like, yeah, chuck it in, whatever. Now it's like, I want that fish. It definitely gives me a kick up the ass. 7 lads having a laugh, hoping for a fish. There's no way I'm letting Hooker win it on an 18 centimetre slug. No way. No way. I'm not sure what you can see from up there. I've just hit the camera on the remote control. Tommy's just had a bite. He could be into something. But we're going to keep quiet if he is. We're just going to get it in and measure it. Come on. Come on. Oh, he's got something pulling back a bit. Come on, Tommy. There's a bit of surf down there, isn't there?
No, missed it.
Oh, no!
Oh,
He's had the fish bait. No! Right, that's all I need to know. My only one rattle has come on a fish bait. That rattle was on the mackerel bait. Well, it could have been the worm in the water, but I'm guessing it was the mackerel. And he just had something which he said was pulling back on the mackerel bait. Now, we've both got like 3 worms on different hooks, not doing anything. The fishy baits are doing it, so I'm going to leave one worm on. I'm going to have a rebait now and get some mackerel on the others. I'll show you my plan in a minute. And this remote control is amazing. So I was just down there. Oh, no, waves. I was just down there talking to Tommy, telling him about my remote, and right on cue he's had a bite, so I've just gone bang and switched her on. I'm nowhere near you, nowhere near the camera. I've got the microphone on, and you can hear me and everything. So it's good. Right, I'm going to crack on. There's a bit of noise up there now. I'll try and keep you informed what's going on, but there's fish in the area, and it's still an hour and a half till high tide. It's about 9:30 now, so it's anybody's. Let's see what's going on with the little rig with the 2 worms on. Let's see what's going on. It actually feels a bit heavy, that, but I ain't had a bite. Just there's a bit of a swell out there, I think. Let's have a look what's going on, that's the main thing. Right, there's been bites round my 2 blow lug. or yellowtails are absolutely perfect. They're coming off and having mackerel slivers on. I'm not going to get the other rod out of the water till this one's in. Somebody mentioned in my comments, why are you getting 2 rods out of the water at the same time? You just, you could leave one until the other's baited, have more rods in the water, and I thought about it. And whoever that was, you're bloody right. But I am a match angler, it ain't what I do, so cheers for the info. That's something I've always done as well, always on my videos. When I just did a bait change, I bring them both in, put them on the wall, put them both out together. But now I'm going to start always leaving one fish, so whoever put that comment there, thank you. Well, I'm going to switch it off now. Bye. So what I've got on here now is 2 tiny little slivers of mackerel, nice and small, hoping that something picks them up. I'm going to have a look at the other rod in a minute, see what was going on, because something happened. There was a rattle, but yeah, mackerel on both. Seems to be what's doing it. Now, I don't want to cast too far again, because the channel's there. I don't know how to cast this side of the channel. No, we're just going to launch it a bit, not far, just there. We can have a look at this other rod now. See what's exactly going on. See what's going on. I think Hooker's had another one of them slugs. He's fishing really little hooks down by the wall and he's catching them. And although he's catching the most fish and more, if you can catch a doggy or even a half decent whiting or a ray, it's going to beat every one of these slugs. So instead of joining the slug fest, I'm going to stick to my guns and fish out there. Could backfire. Right, my worm's nothing's been touched. There's not much been touched there. The worm at the top has not been touched again. And the mackerel bite at the bottom has not. That would be good to go back out, but as I always say, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. That worm is absolutely fine, actually, but the fishy bait on the bottom I'm going to swap for a full squid and get that in. So yeah, I'll bring you back when the next thing happens. I'm just going to change that mackerel to a squid. So we've got 2 little bits of mackerel on the left, a squid on the bottom on the right, and a worm up in the water. Adios. Oh well, the small fish tactics didn't quite go to plan. Oh, tangle on the end. We've got a big full squid on there. This one's going to be launched not too far because I've seen the sandbar opposite and I want to be up the sandbar. I guess it's about 50 yards I want to be, not too big at all, but I know where I want to be. That is up on the sandbar, that is actually. It's probably a bit too far, but it's landed there for a reason, isn't it? Hooker's just come down. He's asked if I've had anything. I've said no. And he don't believe me. He don't believe me. He thinks I have, but I haven't. So I might just play him up till the end and say I have. Right, I'm going to give them rods 20 minutes and they're being changed. So, adios. Tommy's just got a pecker. We're going to measure it quickly because we don't want nobody knowing. We're looking at 24 and a half. Dead on 24 and a half, yeah?
Okay.
We need to show it to the camera, haven't we, or not? Yeah, put it up here. Because I won't believe us. Hold on, up a bit, Tommy, if you can. It's not the best filming. There you go, look, 24 and a half. Right, we're going to keep quiet, let's get it back quick. That could be a 70-pound fish, Tommy. Was it dead close in? Well, it was dead close in, so you know what that means. I'm going to go close in, yeah. Dead on 24 and a half. You couldn't say 24 because it was halfway over. And it didn't quite make 25. But clearly, a 24 and a half, like to the 0.00 of a mil. 24 and a half, close in. I was just looking over the wall before he caught that, actually. And it's like this all turbulent by the side, all white water and crap blasting round. So I reckon they're going to be right close to the wall feeding. So I'm going to have a change myself now. Update. Mr. Hooker has just had a 55 centimetre dogfish. So both these rigs are coming off now. I'm putting two just plain running rigs on, which I've caught loads of sort of dogs and huss and that on in the past. I'm just going to put a full squid out and a full piece of mackerel out, about that big, on two big hooks, because it's going to need a doggy of over 55 centimetres to win it. So I'm going to get the rigs made, get the bait on the rigs and everything before I get them rods in. So not wasting any time, and then I'm going to get them out. Right people, I am fishing out and out for a dogfish. Never thought I'd ever say this. Oh, I'm in a bit of a tangle. Literally what I'm used to on the Menai. Running rig on about a 3 foot boom with a big piece of mackerel on the right rod. We're going to fish this one a bit further. I don't want to go too far, but I do want to be up the sandbar. So it's sort of a bit of a thump, but not a proper like thump. It's about exactly where I wanted that, judging by the amount of line that's come off. And I can tell because it's coloured braid. So we've been out and out for a dog, and we needed to be bigger than 55 centimetre. It was a big dog as well. It wasn't just a dogfish, it was a good dog. This one, pulley pennel, another big piece of mackerel. There is some rays out there as well, so there is a chance of one of them. I want to get straight on that same sandbar because the dogs will be coming over there. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I think there's about an hour left, give or take a bit. I'll have to check and let you know next time I see you. Probably a bit less than that actually. But the little slugs and the peckers and the little fish ain't going to win this comp. It's going to have to be a dogfish or a decent ray to win it. So, hence why those baits are out. Was another fish here. Trying to see what's going on. There's another dogfish, I think, which is good because they're here now, and I've just put two big bites out. It's 3 centimetres smaller, I've just heard, so that'll be a 52 centimetre doggy. Okay. Makes fishing interesting, this does, doesn't it? So the doggies are around, and you don't get no better dog bites than big bits of mackerel, so come on. Just the Messiah, there's a half hour left of the match. I thought that was longer than that. That means it must be 10:30 because it finishes at 11. And I know if Hooker's in the lead, it will be finishing at 11. You won't get an extra minute. He'll be counting it down now, going 28 minutes, 29 minutes, 28, 29, 28, 27, 26. And I'm staring at another blank. Wouldn't believe it, would you? It's not over yet. There's still half an hour left. So it's a lovely full moon up there. Come on, doggy. I never wanted a dogfish so bad. See, I don't know whether to change them baits or not, or, you know, if I've not gone in 15 minutes, what would you do for the last 15 minutes? There's no crabs out there destroying them or no little fish destroying them. They are okay. I think that is going to be me till the end of the match, I think. I really think so. Yeah, would you change them after 20 minutes to put them back in for 10 when they're already out there? Well, folks, there's 12 minutes left. 12 minutes. I've not changed the baits because the last two baits I've brought back in, big baits, have been untouched, and if I change the baits, it's an extra few minutes lost fishing, isn't it? So I think I'm just going to hope something happens in the last 12 minutes. But yeah, the only way to get biggest fish now would be a dogfish or a ray, so I feel as if I've done the right thing. You know, fishing the bigger baits, the fishy baits. If there was a dogfish passing, surely he'd snuffle it. And that's it. And it's bloody cold. Freezing cold. Oh well, what can you do, eh? But it's not over. Anything could happen in the next 12 minutes, probably 11 minutes now. Come on, fish. I ain't even bothered if it's bigger than 55 centimetre or not. I'm sick of blanking. I need to get back to Anglesey. I know how to fish Anglesey. Can catch fish there. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Wouldn't it be lovely for it to go over now? It would be. I'm egging it on. Come on. I am going to do is start packing the car, because as soon as 11 o'clock comes, I am getting out of here, getting back to that hotel and getting my head down. Rooker then. 10 minutes? You can't wait for it to finish. I will bring you back when there's 1 minute left if nothing happens before, but I'm hoping that something will go. So I'm going to have a slow pack up while I keep my eye on them rods. Come on! It's tense, isn't it? He's already celebrating, I think, Hooker is. Can you hear him? He's already planning on spending his 70 notes by the sound of it. Right, I'm going to have a slow pack up and just hope that a doggy comes past and snuffles one of them mackerel. It's mad because he's had a couple of dogs, I think, loads of stuff, but he's on the very end. He said he wanted to go by that go-kart track, so we parked up there earlier, and he's casting it up against like the wall. He's catching loads of fish from there. I think he should be disqualified for picking his own swim in his hometown, in his own match. Nah, in all fairness, everybody got to pick where they want. He just said, just park where you want, fish where you want. And me and Tommy was first here. We had first choice, so I wish I'd have went up there. What I'm going to do is, because they're both out on the sandbed, is pull this one in about 20 or 30 yards for the last few minutes. Where's that dropping that line now? No! Okay, have you got one? Have you got one? He's watching everybody. I'm going to try one in the channel. I don't know if that's brought in further enough. So we're bringing that in another 5 or 10 metres for the last few minutes. I'll stay in there now. Imagine if that went now. I think there's probably like 4 minutes left. I've just brought it in, so I've dropped it in the channel. That would be amazing if that went over now and won it, wouldn't it? The things dreams are made of. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on. Well, it's over. Unless there's anything on these. Which I haven't had a bite, so I doubt there's anything on these. There's nothing on that one anyway. What can you do, people? What can you do? So look at this bait. Let's have a look what was going on. Yeah, that mackerel's untouched. Hook's presented, everything's presented. It just wasn't meant to be. Let's have a look at this one. Let's have a look. There's definitely nothing on it. I'm more interested to see what the bite looks like. See if I have been effectively fishing for the last half an hour, and I think I have. Whee! Yep, no tangles on the line. Nice big piece of mackerel still on there with the hook point proud. Well, that's that then, people. Still no fish from Blackpool for me. I'll see you in the next video.